All right, Dreadheads, welcome back
To the Walking Dread
to the Walking Dread podcast.
podcast.
That's right. I'm Adrian, and as always, I'm joined by Julia.
Hello, everyone.
So, Julia, you ready for another day, another spooky story?
Absolutely. I mean, every day is Halloween here, right?
That's right. Every day is Halloween, and today we're diving into a tale that's got all the classic elements,
Oh, yeah.
the spooky old mansion,
Oh.
a vengeful spirit, and a healthy dose of, oh no, don't go in there.
You just know something bad's going to happen, right?
Exactly, and that's the beauty of these classic tropes. They just work.
They really do. And this one Widow's Walk, it really plays with those expectations and adds a few twists of its own.
Right from the start, we meet Liam, our protagonist, who's this cynical writer,
Yeah, he thinks he's too smart for all the ghost stories.
Exactly. He rents this mansion, Widow's Walk, to work on his novel, and just scoffs at all the local legends.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows every old house has a good ghost story.
Right, but Liam, he's all about logic and reason.
Until the logic and reason flies right out the window.
Well, that's what we're here to find out, right? So this mansion, it's described as being super isolated, like way out there.
Perfect for a ghost story.
Right, and it's full of these creepy, dusty portraits, hidden rooms, the whole 9 yards.
Oh, I love that stuff.
It just sets the stage for something sinister.
It's like the house itself is a character, almost a reflection of the widow's story.
And speaking of the widow, her story is where things get really interesting.
Oh, tell me more.
So we find out that her husband was not a good guy.
Oh, no.
Yeah, rumors of affairs, cruelty, and then he dies mysteriously at sea,
Classic.
right?
Yeah.
So the question is the ghost we're seeing, is it the grieving widow or something more vengeful?
Right, because there's grief and then there's, I'm going to take you down with me.
Exactly, and the story really plays with that ambiguity.
And then there's Liam's novel he's writing.
Oh yeah, that adds a whole other layer.
Because his main character is this womanizing guy who, doesn't end well.
It's like Liam is writing himself into a horror story.
Oh, foreshadowing.
It's brilliant, and as the story goes on, the widow's actions become more and more aggressive.
So she's not just a sad ghost. She's got an agenda.
Right, and it makes you wonder, is she in control, or is she being driven by something darker?
Maybe it's the house itself influencing her.
That's a good point, because the house is described as almost having a presence.
Like it feeds off the negative energy.
Exactly, and then we get to the climax, the husband returns.
But he's not how you'd expect.
Not at all, he's something else. Entirely something monstrous.
So it turns out he wasn't the victim after all.
Nope, he's part of the plan.
Talk about a twist. I did not see that coming.
It completely flips the script
Yeah.
and makes you realize that the real horror is sometimes human.
It's not always the ghosts and goblins.
Right. And poor Liam, he came to this mansion to write a story.
And became a character in a much scarier one.
Exactly. The ending is so chilling, the house turns on him, the doors slam shut,
Yeah.
there's this laughter.
Oh, that's creepy.
It's like the house itself is the monster.
Consuming him.
Yeah, that silence, Liam's gone. Just another victim of Widow's Walk.
And another tale for the locals to whisper about.
Exactly. So what do you think, Julia? What's the takeaway here?
I think it's that sometimes the scariest monsters are the ones we create ourselves.
That's deep.
And that you should never underestimate the power of a broken heart.
Especially in a spooky old mansion.
Right, because you never know what's lurking in the shadows.
Or who's pulling the strings.
That's what keeps me up at night.
Me too. And Dreadheads, we hope it keeps you up too.
In a good way.
In a good way, if you enjoyed this chilling tale, don't forget to rate and follow the Walking Dread podcast.
For more spooky stories.
Every day.
Every day is Halloween.
That's right. Stay spooky, Dreadheads.
And sleep tight if you can.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.